Hello guys, and welcome back again. So this is the status of the Fram. I just completed the main mast with all the rigging and all the sails, and now I only need the mizzen mast, which basically just have one of these sails and a boom, and then the rope ladders, and then some stays from here to down to the mast. So hopefully it will be somewhat quicker to do. I don't know if you've been following on my posts or on Instagram or on Facebook, but I recently started working during the nights, which means that when I get home from work it's 8 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning, and that basically means that I'm just gonna go to bed and sleep, and when I wake up during the afternoon, I prefer to spend some time with my family before I have to go to sleep again. So I wake up later in the night and then go to work again. That means that my time building these model ships here is drastically reduced. I just don't have the time, unfortunately, that I want. I only have free time during the weekends. Luckily, I have 3 days off, so that means that I can get a lot of work done during those 3 days. But it also means that the videos that I'm gonna post is gonna be highly irregular, because yeah, I film as much as I can, and then I can upload when I have time for it, basically. But yeah, this is the status of the Fram, as also one of the probably the scariest Fram of all time, with spiders and fingers and cockroaches and whatnot, since it's Halloween, you know, so happy Halloween to all of you. But yeah, just the mizzen mast left now, which I'm gonna continue on doing right now, but I wanted to take this break here and wrap up the footage that I have. And I'm sorry if it's a mixture of all kinds of things, because I can't remember what I've done or what I've said, or did I say anything or whatever. So I'm gonna say sorry in advance. This is the status. I only need the mizzen mast, and then I'm done. And then it can come into the diorama, and we can complete the diorama as well. I do have a second stage of the diorama video on its way also, so that's going to be done, and then the final video with the diorama. I don't know if I'm going to make a video. It's probably on the completion of the ship. It's probably just going to be a post, but you can see it here as it is now. It's very nice. Again, it's a nice little ship. I can highly recommend to get this ship and build it. You don't need to weather it. You don't need to do what I'm doing, but it's a good kit. Anyways, that's enough rambling for me at the moment. So thank you very much for joining me this time for the Fram, and just a heads up, once I'm done with the Fram, I am going to continue with the Wicked Wench. As I said, I just wanted at least the rope ladders, the right lines and stuff over and done with. But how I tackled it is that it's actually easier once the mast is done, and then do the booms and the sails and rig the sail, and then do the red lines and the shrouds and stuff like that. I am going to put shrouds on before I do the red lines, because I needed to go over over these blocks, which I can't if I rig the mast here, or the booms here. So I'm gonna do those and put those on, and then I'm gonna rig everything, and then once it's rigged, it's actually complete. Oh, I need the lifeboats as well. Probably a good idea. So yeah. Again, thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you again in the next one, whenever that is gonna be. I don't know, but please bear with me. See you, and have a good one. Cheers. Bye bye.